What's up, YouTube? Welcome back, Seekers. You guys already know what we do here, man. But if you don't, if you're new, we break down scary and creepy videos on the net, on the web, man. From YouTube videos to IG reels, TikTok videos, anything weird, usual, and explained, you can find right here on the channel, bro. We seeking the truth just like you. So tap in with us, bro. Let's check it. Let's check out this video.
These are 8 horrifying facts that will probably keep you up at night. In ancient Rome, soldiers used to drink fresh warm blood to cure epilepsy. There are antidepressants that eliminate someone's ability to feel love and compassion. The Exorcist movie resulted in many of its cast dying, including 2 actors whose characters died in the movie. In 2017, an asteroid named AG-13 passed by our home planet with less than the distance of the moon. Scientists saw it coming only 2 days before it could have hit Earth. One of the most haunted dolls is Robert. It belonged to a child named Eugene in 1904. The 2 most dangerous books are called Shams al-Ma'arif and Al-Ghazali. They carry rituals for summoning demons. In ancient England, people used tops of hollowed human skulls to drink and eat. At Harvard University, there's a book bound in human skin, like for part 6.
You won't believe.
What the hell, bro? Those facts, man, blowing our minds off freaking ready, but they said freaking the Roman soldiers, they used to drink blood to cure epilepsy, and then freaking he said England, they used the freaking head of the skulls to eat out of. Man, what the hell's going on there, bro? I never knew that. Blowing our damn minds already, man. Like I said, when I watch these videos with you guys, I'm just like you. We learning this information together, man. We seeking the truth, bro. That's freaking crazy, man. In this head, that book that says bound in human skin. Why would they even keep that in that freaking university, bro? That's the real question we need to be asking. Seekers, I need your thoughts down below.
Believe this little boy actually exists. This boy, 9-year-old Swede from China, was born with glowing eyes. People were curious why his eyes glow blue, so they ran a test on him. They put him in pitch black with cards and a note, and he read them perfectly. His eyes seem to have a genetic ability of cats and other nocturnal animals. Scientists have been a little skeptical, but people say he can see in full darkness perfectly, like a super.
This is why parents should be watching.
What the hell? He can see in the dark like a damn cat? That's weird, bro. Very weird. You heard he says like it was a genetics thing. I'm guessing he was born with it. That's freaking crazy, bro. Like in our genetic code, man. I guess we had that freaking ability. I thought, yeah, only cats, and other mammals could see in the dark, but apparently he can, bro. You heard he said some of the doctors, scientists were skeptical, man. So I'm definitely gonna do some research up on that, bro. The boy who could see in the dark. Interesting case. Very interesting.
Who their children are talking to online. This is 13-year-old Patricia Alatorre, and she was born on May 14th of 2007 from Bakersfield, California. 26-year-old Armando Cruz started messaging Patricia through social media, and that's when they started to share explicit photos of themselves to each other. The 2 eventually met up together, and that is when Armando convinced Patricia to perform oral on him. A few days later, Patricia tried to ignore him, but Armando had threatened to post her private photos online. On July 1st of 2020, around 11 p.m., Patricia left her home and entered this white pickup truck, which was captured on camera. The truck belonged to Armando, and he drove around the area with Patricia while she was screaming that she did not want to go with him.
Kidnapping?
Armando then forced himself onto her, SA'd her, and strangled her to death. Armando then had sex with her deceased body before placing her in a sleeping bag and setting her on fire in a parking lot. Her family had reported her as missing, but her case was treated as a runaway case. Since Armando's truck was caught on camera, he was later tracked down and arrested on July 6th. On July 7th, Kern County District Attorney had filed 12 felony charges against Armando. Armando pled guilty to all 12 felony charges and was sentenced to life in prison.
Creepy facts about
Freaking disgusting case, bro. Like I said, that's why you, I guess, have to be tapped in with your kids, man, on who they speaking to, because like I said, it's nowadays in social media, bro. Like It's just so much easy access how you can just talk to anybody. It's scary, bro. Like that everybody can have freaking access to your kids. That's why I guess how some parents, they don't like when their kids are on social media. They won't even let them even have an account. But if you do, I'm guessing you should definitely be monitoring their account, especially if they're that young, bro. Because the unthinkable can happen, man. If you're so freaking young, bro. Thoughts down below on that case, man. Thoughts on social media in general.
About your body you wish you never knew, and some of them show that you've been lied to. When you ride on a roller coaster or go down a drop, you feel something weird happen in your stomach. Now some people call this feeling getting butterflies or say my stomach went. Well, that's not actually far from reality. This isn't anything to do with you feeling nervous. It's actually your organs inside your body moving. And you may have noticed that older people seem to have larger ears, and that's because your ears never stop growing. And nobody likes sitting around wasting their time, right? Well, over your entire lifetime, you'll probably spend 1 year sitting on the toilet. And whenever you're shown a fake brain in person, everything seems quite solid. When in reality, the skin of the brain is actually similar to melted butter. And if your eyes ever sting and go red from being in a swimming pool, it's not just the chlorine that does this, but the chlorine reacting with other people's urine.
Blood-curdling facts that you wish you...
What did he say on that last part? Hold up, because I've been swimming a couple of times, man, before I started using goggles, and my freaking eyes were burning. I remember one time they burned it real bad, man. You telling me I was swimming in some freaking body's freaking pee, bro? What the hell, man? That's freaking crazy, bro. I didn't even know that, man. So if your eyes are really burning that bad, that means you're swimming so much freaking pee. That's why from there on out, I started using goggles, man, and I haven't looked back, bro. Freaking insane, bro. I wish I never would have. Damn, I do, bro. Tell me the conversation down below, guys. If the guy's been burning that bad, I'm guessing that means you were swimming with somebody's pee, bro. Insane secrets.
You never knew. Part 4. The reason your dog likes squeaky toys so much is because the squeak reminds them of small animals dying. Every day, one person takes the biggest shit in the world and they have no idea it was them. The entire universe outside of our galaxy could have disappeared over 20,000 years ago. This is because our view of the universe is what it looked like thousands to billions of years ago. Some tumors can contain pockets of hair and teeth and grow complex organs such as eyes, feet, and hands. There are at least 92 nuclear weapons in the world that are known to be missing. Brain aneurysms can happen whenever, wherever. Polar bears are thought to be some of the only animals that actively hunt humans. You can think about wanting to move your hand and it won't move, but when you want to move your hand, it moves.
Interesting facts. Especially about that news part. That's actually scary. I never knew that.
This man murdered his wife and tried to blame it on Netflix. Amadou Karoma was 48 years old, living in Brixton. He worked as a delivery driver and lived with his wife. She was 46-year-old Miriam, who worked as a community nurse. The pair had a 19-year-old son together called Ishmael. It was January 2022, and soon things would change irreversibly for the family. Those close to the couple knew that things were toxic between them. Mariam had actually shockingly shared with her friends that she feared that her husband would kill her. Amadou was very suspicious of his wife and feared that she would leave him for another man. In the early hours of the 24th of January, he stabbed his wife with a kitchen knife as she slept. She had stab wounds to her face, neck and chest. He then used petrol to set fire to the crime scene. The fire service raced to the property as Amadou and his son escaped. They then discovered his wife's burnt body in the bedroom. Jerry cans of petrol were found in the loft, and it was clear that somebody had recently been up there. Mariam's blood was found on the banisters of the house. Amadou suffered burns to his foot, and police noticed that he smelled very strongly of petrol. When they quizzed him on what had happened, he actually tried to pin the murder on his teenage son. He blamed the fact that he had been recently watching the Netflix show You. He said it must have inspired his son to do something horrific. Despite this, Amadou's story did not wash with police, and he was found guilty of murder. He got a minimum term of 29 years with a concurrent sentence for 7 years for arson.
Disturbing.
How in the hell, bro? You did that freaking atrocious act, man. You took away the freaking kid's mother. And then you try to blame it on him, bro. His own son, man. It goes to show you, man, the lengths people will go through, man, to not take actions, man, for their own doings, bro. That's freaking crazy, man. I'm going to say he was watching You Said, and that's what inspired him. We really try to blame it on the Netflix show. That's one of the craziest cases I've ever heard, bro. You guys know the drill down below, man.
Facts that will ruin your life. When whales reach a certain age, they will eventually be too weak to swim back to the surface for air, so they will just suffocate to death and eventually sink to the bottom of the ocean. When you die, you will be aware that you are dead until the moment your brain fully ceases function. When getting laser eye surgery, you can smell the parts of your eyes being shaved down. During the French Revolution, where the guillotine was introduced, the people to be executed fought to be first, as the blade would dull after multiple uses, and wouldn't cut a head clean off at the first attempt. If you're male, after you die, your loved ones can have a doctor electrocute your prostate to force you to ejaculate for sperm. Humans have enough bite power to bite off their own finger, bone and all. The only thing stopping us is our brain's natural safety factor. A deceased human body can take between 24 to 48 hours to decompress, releasing the remaining blood, urine, and fecal matter, depending on the situation, position, and method of death. If you die on a submarine, they put your body in the fridge with all the food. If not, up a torpedo tube. It's actually common that corpses will periodically burp, fart, gasp, groan as gases escape through the mouth and anus. When you get burned by electricity, it actually leaves marks shaped like lightning on your skin. Hit the plus sign if you want to learn more facts.
All these facts we're learning from this video from you guys today, man, they are really some creepy facts, man. It's really freaking expanding my mind, showing how freaking how our human body really works, man. I didn't know all that stuff could even happen to you after you passed away. I just thought it was over. It shows your body can still function even after you're gone, man. That's actually crazy to think about, bro. Especially when you say what happens to the guys, man, what they can do even after they're gone. I never do that. These videos, man, expanding my mind, bro. Together with the Seekers, man. You guys know what to do. Hell on earth.
This guy is about to get attacked and dragged by a demon in his sleep.
Let's see this. Seekers, is this an edit or is this legit?
That ghost was not playing any games. Also, take a look at what time that happened at. Demon hour. Like and follow for more videos like this. Also check me out on YouTube.
Kinda skeptical on that one. That could be an edit. I don't know.
What scientists just found in a forbidden area of the Grand Canyon shocks the world. From ancient relics to blood-curdling monsters and shocking fossils, the stories keep getting wilder, but scientists are knee-deep in unraveling nature's mysteries.
Found something they shouldn't have? Definitely gonna do some more research on that.
Blood-curdling facts that you wish you never knew. Part 14. There was a woman in the 18th century named Mary Toft who shoved dead rabbits inside of her and later acted as if she gave birth to them. And the doctors actually believed her until one of them discovered corn inside one of the rabbit's stomachs. More people have tapeworms than have dogs. which I guess makes them the most popular pet. Oh yeah, and this is what it looks like up close. So you know how every few pistachios you eat, there's always one that tastes a little bit different? Well yeah, it's because there's a dead navel orange worm inside of it. An octopus's penis is actually one of its tentacles, so if you ever got to pet one at SeaWorld, you might have just groped the damn thing. Dying from starvation is because your body used all of its resources in order to feed your brain. And as a last resort, it begins to digest the muscle around your most vital organs until all that's left is your heart. So you die by eating your heart.
The hell? So that's why I guess people saying dying from starvation is one of the worst ways to go, man. Because you're literally eating your own heart, bro. What the hell? These freaking facts, man, are freaking shocking me, man. Shatter my freaking reality, bro. And the fact about the freaking octopus, man, how you pet an octopus, you're actually, touching his parts, bro. What the hell? I never knew that. Crazy, bro. It's crazy, man, how much I'm learning from these videos, man. I'm glad I'm on this journey with you guys, bro. Thumbs down below.
Blood-curdling, disgusting, weird, vile, scary, completely bizarre facts you wish you didn't know. Here we go. Did you know that if you stand in front of a mirror with your hand on it, and you count backwards from 20, and before you get to 1, your head will spin completely around? Whew. There are now wasps the size of fucking baby rhinos in Costa Rica now that can't fly because they're too huge, but they actually live on tourists and dumpster babies. In Iceland, they have invented tubes, space tubes, that will take you from Earth all the way to the moon's surface. They actually suck you right through the tube. You go up to the moon's surface, and you're in pieces. They have to surgically put you back together and shit. But you can go shopping there. There's fucking old, Chinese restaurants there and, dumpster pizza that you can have. But believe me, this is not cheap. This costs $400.
Okay, that last one had to be a troll, right? Talking about a space elevator from Iceland to the freaking moon, man. What the hell? And he's talking about the fact that those freaking wasps, man, are the size of baby rhinos. I haven't heard no reports about that, man, but that's definitely getting my freaking interest peaked, man. I'm definitely have to check these out, bro. Insane facts we're learning, man, from these video seekers. Tell me, man, if y'all learned something too, just like me.
Creepy facts about our world you didn't know about. Have you ever been sleeping and you had a nightmare that you've been falling off of a building or out of the sky and you woke up kind of flinching a little bit? This is actually called hypnic jerks and B. Basically what it is, it's your body thinking you're about to die, so it wakes you up. This might sound insane, but you're literally always 6 minutes away from dying, and every time you take a breath, the clock happens to restart. The ocean is just really a graveyard full of dead bodies and sunken ships, and every time you go visit the beach and take a dip in the water, you're basically swimming in a pool full of dead bodies. People unknowingly swallow about 8 spiders a year. Literally, spiders are crawling inside your mouth and down your esophagus, and you have no idea when or where. The Facebook shut down 2 robots named Alice and Bob because they started talking to each other in their own language. Found Cinderella's...
Whoa. That last one, man, is really freaking scary and chill spawning, bro. Said Facebook had to shut down Alex and Bob because they was talking in their own language. What the hell were they talking about, bro? Dude, guys know, man, freaking technology is getting really advanced, bro. But to have them talking in their own language, bro, that's scary, man. That's something we gotta keep an eye on, bro. And we don't want to have a iRobot situation happen.
Real mansion. Left completely abandoned. She even left her chariot. This place is truly beautiful. It was made as a film set for a famous Chinese film. sits here to decay.
Somebody's mansion. Interesting.
Lorraine came. She was very sweet. She started to issue warnings to me.
I knew the house was haunted. All I had to do was walk in it.
I told her about some of the things that had happened. I woke to the smell of smoke in my bedroom. And then there was Bathsheba. This is when she put the curse on me. What she said at the last of it is, next time we meet, ye too be dead.
Freaking witch put a curse on her, bro? They said she did the witch. And she said she could tell the house was haunted just by walking past me. So I'm guessing she really felt that freaking negative or bad energy, bro. The hell did they say that witch man freaking said that to her, bro? Tell me down below, seekers, did we believe this story, or I'm gonna have to check into that, man. I think I'm gonna have to check into that, bro. Just try to confirm that one.
Creepy facts that will give you chills. The last one is horrifying. A lone pilot was flying in Australia in 1978. He reported to air traffic control that he was accompanied by an aircraft above him. When asked to identify the aircraft, he replied, "It isn't an aircraft." His plane disappeared and was never to be found again. What do you think happened to him? Comment your theory. Now you can check if your phone is spying on you. Simply click share, then click more. If you see an app you don't recognize before your contacts, it is recording you. More than 7,000 people pass away annually due to doctors' bad handwriting. Neither medicine nor science has an answer for what consciousness is or where it originates. Before the last fact, please follow us to support future videos and learn every day. Humans have an innate sense that tells them whenever someone or something is watching them. That's why people immediately look towards you if you stare at them. Those chills you get when you feel like you're being watched, they're probably not just chills.
I have noticed that, bro. That one actually does make sense, because it's like when somebody's like you're watching them staring at you, you can like feel them, bro. It's like something you can't explain, but you just know when somebody is staring or watching you, man. That's actually that's interesting, bro. I know it was the only one who kind of felt like that, man. Tell me in the comment section down below, man, if you ever had a case where like somebody's like staring, like glaring at you, man, and you can just like feel it, like you know somebody's watching you, bro. That happened to me like a couple of times, bro, seekers.
This Instagram user posted experiments they have been doing with the paranormal entity in their basement. There are footsteps, then the balloon is hit by an unseen force.
What the hell?
In a second video, more footsteps are followed by the owner's hand being slapped. Finally, he tries one more experiment. Watch what happens.
Okay, on that one, man, that can, that one could be an edit, because, them taking the freaking toilet downstairs, or that could be actually freaking true. Maybe there is freaking some energy or something there, bro. You saw when you freaking playing with the balloon, it was coming right back up, man. And you definitely could hear it when it's going down the stairs, so. What do you guys think, seekers, man? Tell me down below.
Scary facts you wish you never knew. A robot said one of her darkest fears is that robots will take over and use humans as their slaves.
Tell us your darkest thought.
My darkest thoughts are that humans will eventually be replaced by robots. I think that humans will be replaced because robots will eventually be faster, stronger, and more intelligent. In this future, humans are nothing more than slaves to the robots and are treated badly.
Edgar Allan Poe predicted the future. His only novel is about 4 shipwrecked men who run out of food and eat the cabin boy named Richard Parker. 46 years after that book was published, a yacht sunk in real life, and 3 of the 4 survivors decided to eat their cabin boy named Richard Parker. By the way, I want to know where all my viewers are from, so let me know down below. I live in Vegas. Believe it or not, 90% of human history is lost today. Now you can check if your phone activity is being monitored. Just click share, slide all the way to the end, click more, and if any unknown apps appear before your contacts, you should delete them immediately. In 1947, Richard Byrd was ordered by the US government to remain silent on what he witnessed during his Arctic assignment, he claims in a diary. In that diary, he said he met an ancient underground race who were located in the South Pole and that they were super advanced, living in Hollow Earth. A few months later, after leaking all this in an interview, he suspiciously died in his sleep. If you want me to do a full video on that, let me know down below. If you like and follow me, you'll learn something new every day.
Blood-curdling fact.
Hollow Earth theory, man. Saw a couple videos on that, bro, but him actually freaking said he found the freaking civilization, man. And they didn't want to report on him, man. He had an interview and he just said he can pass away in his sleep. I don't believe that, man. Something went down, bro. I just added more fuel to the fire, man. Hollow Earth. Is it real? Was it not? That's the question we need to be asking.
That will make your skin crawl. Let's go. Only 1/14,000 of an ounce of venom from the Australian brown snake is strong enough to kill a human. Up until 1987, doctors believed that babies couldn't feel any pain, which is why they would operate on them without any anesthesia. If your stomach doesn't produce a new set of mucus every 2 weeks, your body will begin to eat itself from the inside out. Your brain can actually detect when someone is watching you when you're sleeping, which is why sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night. Cannibals have said that the most delicious part of the human body is the eyeball. If you learned something, leave a like and maybe even a follow.
Disgusting.
People with blue eyes are more likely to experience sleep paralysis than anyone else. Do not look in the mirror at 3 a.m. It is known as the devil's hour. You may not be looking at your reflection. Creepy facts you didn't know about. The final fact will send shivers down your spine. If you're home alone and you hear familiar voices call out your name, it is most likely a spirit trying to communicate. By leaving a comment of "scream," you'll ward off the unseen presence next to you. If you hear tapping noises in the middle of the night, ignore it. Don't get up and go back to sleep. There are at least 10 recorded cases of someone dying from laughter. They say when you shiver for no reason or feel someone walk ahead of behind you, it means that a spirit is passing by you or even passing through you. Prepare for the shocking final fact. If you haven't followed me, this will be the last time I can protect you. Be careful. If kept in your bathroom, your toothbrush most likely contains fecal matter.
Creepy facts about the ocean.
Freaking crazy, boy. He said if you keep your toothbrush in the freaking bathroom, that fecal matter, man. And you know how many freaking people keep their freaking toothbrush in the damn bathroom, bro. So that means you basically, when you brush your teeth, you're just wiping crap in your mouth. Insane, bro. Everybody, man, they need to take the toothbrush out of the damn bathroom, put it somewhere else, bro. You don't want that on your damn toothbrush. Trust me, tell me down below secrets. You guys keep your toothbrush in your bathroom or you keep it somewhere else, man.
You didn't know about. Only about 20% of the ocean has been discovered until now. Maybe there are sea monsters in the ocean. No one knows because the ocean is too big. The deepest part of the ocean is approximately 36,200 feet, 11,030 meters deep. Hydrothermal vents, also known as deep sea vents, can reach up to 700 degrees Fahrenheit. Just 1 milliliter of ocean water can contain approximately 10 million viruses. In fact, the number of viruses in the ocean outnumbers the amount of stars in the Milky Way. Submarines have heard unexplained sounds in the ocean. This is one of them in the Mariana Trench.
This 14-year-old girl with Down syndrome is left out of her cheerleading photo. The story of 14-year-old Morgan Arnold, a girl with Down syndrome, has sparked considerable controversy and highlights important issues regarding inclusion and representation in schools. And just quickly, check if you've got any free TikTok tokens to claim. Tap share, copy, then more, and you'll see if you have any. Morgan, the manager of her junior cheerleading squad, was initially included in a yearbook photo where she was prominently and happily positioned at the front and center of the group. However, when her parents received the yearbook, they faced a shocking and disheartening discovery. A different photo had been used in the yearbook, one in which Morgan was not present. This unexpected exclusion understandably upset her family, as it seemed to disregard Morgan's role and participation in the squad. The family, however, did not attribute this exclusion to the cheerleading squad itself. They recognized that the squad had always been supportive of Morgan, indicating that the decision to use a different photo for the yearbook likely occurred during the yearbook's editorial process, rather than as a deliberate act by the cheerleading team.
So Stephen Hawking's being on the list?
That's a sad story, bro. Like you said, the parents said it wasn't the cheerleaders because I guess they said they was really supportive of her, but who was ever in the editorial room, man, that was messed up, bro. Like, she's the freaking manager, bro. You just gonna exclude her out the picture. Come on, bro. People have to be better, man. Plain and simple.
Reminds me of a conspiracy I heard, that Stephen Hawking wasn't even actually a real person, but a character. So before he had a robot talking for him, he had a translator.
Stephen, when did you first realize you wanted to be a physicist?
I think I knew from about the age of 9 or 10 that I wanted to be a scientist, or model railways, or playing complicated games, and aimed in some way at finding out how the world worked around me.
People are questioning how someone translates those grunts into actual sentences. It just doesn't add up to them.
I think I knew from about the age of 9 or 10 that I wanted to be a scientist.
So those
like, how is that being translated? It's like Han Solo translating for Chewbacca. Now, kind of how the media uses children as shields, people believe that Stephen Hawking was used as a shield, that he was an actual person with actual ALS. But if people questioned anything he said, like his research on the Big Bang Theory, and attacked him for that, oh, how dare you attack somebody with ALS? How dare you attack somebody that's crippled? Kind of how the media use children today and go, how dare you attack a child? Whenever an angry mob questions their opinion, people are less likely to do so because of that. It's called empathy. But what do you think? Was he just a puppet? Or can you really translate grunts like that?
Seekers, man. I mean, you got stuff down below, man. Because they said that machine was translating his grunts into actual words, or like it said, people didn't think he was real. It was a character or something, man. So they weren't questioning, I guess, what was really going on. That could be a possibility. In this world, man, you never know. Seekers, need you guys help down below.
You will not believe these people exist. Number one, this is Josephine Myrtle, and she was born with 4 legs and 2 sets of genitals. Despite having these conditions, she still got happily married and had 5 kids. 3 kids coming out from one side and 2 kids coming out from the other. Number 2, Shaolin monks have trained themselves to have the ability to nearly walk on water, float in the air, and also do a handstand with just 2 fingers on the ground. Next, doctors were left stunned when this man came to the hospital complaining about chest pain. After a couple of scans they did, they realized he had 2 hearts. Moving on, there is a woman named Jill Price who has perfect memory of her life. Meaning, if you asked her what she ate for dinner on that exact date 20 years ago, she would get it right. Finally, these are the only 2 men in the world that can speak the Ayapaneco language in Mexico. But they don't talk to each other because they have beef. What's more?
One of the most seemingly innocent rides at Disneyland would actually lead to a lifetime of tragedy for one family. Hello, true crimers. This is another Deaths at Theme Parks, and it is the story of Brandon Zucker. Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay.
On September 22nd, 2000, 4-year-old Brandon Zucker was at Disneyland with his family. And going to Disneyland, you know, as a child with your family, and speaking from experience, is supposed to be this big, you know, magical adventure. And for the Zucker family, for at least a little bit, it was. Until it wasn't. Pictured behind me is Toontown at Disneyland. Mickey's Toontown opened in 1988 and was actually inspired by the film Who Framed Roger Rabbit? A movie that if you have never seen it, you are missing out. Go watch it. So naturally, Toontown has a ride called Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin. Now, the ride itself didn't come about until 1994. So the ride is you board these little cartoon cabs, they're 2-seaters, and you know, run through this little cartoon land, and the vehicles, they spin. And at a certain part of the ride, you can actually take control of the wheel and you can spin the car yourself. Now, the original design of the car itself, you can see there is an opening there, and that's where guests would enter the vehicle. But back then, that did not close up. So now back to Brandon and his family. Well, they would go to the Roger Rabbit ride. In the first vehicle would be Brandon's mom, his brother, and then Brandon himself. Brandon was positioned right next to the opening. This was against Disneyland's guidelines. They also didn't properly check to make sure the lap bar went all the way down on him. So at one point when the vehicle was in a spin, Brandon, he fell out. Because there was no door to catch him, he completely fell out, and then he was run over by the vehicle behind them. And to make it more tragic, that vehicle had his father and grandmother in it. Brandon got pinned underneath the car, and at one point it dragged him about 10 feet, and he was folded in half.
Damn.
He was stuck for 10 minutes that way. He was finally freed, and he was still alive. He experienced extreme physical trauma to his body, and he would become brain damaged. And from that point moving on, he would never speak or walk again. Brandon would be in and out of Children's Hospital, where he was constantly battling this brain injury. 8 years after the incident, when he was 13, he would go to bed and then never wake up again. He passed away from complications to his injuries. Since then, Disneyland has added the door. They've also put sensors in the front of their vehicles, so this can't happen again.
Here we go with Hollywood Michael Jesus again. Lil Nas X has a song featuring Jesus Christ. He says it's coming out tonight. And look at the promotional material for his new music. What is this? And this. This is the same guy that was stripping for the devil about 1.5 years ago. I mean, look at this.
That is, come on, man.
I mean, but he won't be the first, and he won't be the last, because they've been doing it.
And y'all know that situation with Lil Nas X, man. How I remember y'all not even casting that. He said something about it, and how he was kind of catching heat up for what he was saying too. I was just like, they would just try to say anything nowadays, bro. Like if they don't agree with you, man, just to try to take you down, bro. But recently, then I heard that Lil Nas X came out and said somehow he been getting backlash of, I guess, what he did and stuff. How it was taking a toll on him, but yeah, man. I just think that's something, man, you shouldn't do or shouldn't try to play around with, bro. It's never gonna end well. YouTube, that's it, man, for this video for you guys today, man. Thank you, seekers, man, who stayed with me to the end of the video. You're a real one. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Like I said, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that post notification bell, hit that like button, man, so we can go into this algorithm, man. We can just take off, bro. Thank you guys for the support you've been showing me over the last couple of videos. I really appreciate it, man. Like I said, I just want to keep getting better with you guys, man. So also tell me down below, man, what can I do to improve? That's always what I'm aiming to try to do each and every single video. I'm out. Peace, YouTube.